to party? Who it up, she baby? I won't tell nobody. 내가 널 지켜줄게 however you want it, my baby. Do you want to party? Who it up, she baby? I won't tell nobody. 내가 널 지켜줄게 however you want it, my baby.
Hello, friends. How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Doing good. Yeah, my, of course, you try to get the stream ready for everything, and, all the curveballs come in, so that's how it happens. I'll work on it later. My chat bot, doing good, Vinny, thanks. My chatbot decided not to cooperate with me this morning, so I showed that off on a different stream. $8,500 bill. I'll be adding that to the auction unless someone wants to buy it before then. The only thing I really see with it is a slight, very, very slight. It's kind of like a ripple right there in the center. It's not even a fold. But other than that, really nice condition. I looked at my collection. I've already got that series date, so I'll offer that up. Got a comment video up top. Go ahead and put your comment in up there, and I'm going to grab a winner of that little early bird deal. Let's see what else was happening. Oh, I do have picked these up at the bank the other day. This one's kind of got a little bit of discoloring on it, but it is a 1974 $10 bill, kind of folded up. What's this one? 1995 series. Got the 222 action. I don't know. May save that for Tupac. And then this is another 95, a little bit better condition. I pick them up whenever I can, just, they're old. They don't make them anymore. Kind of like most of us, right? And picked up a bunch of straps at the bank, and out of the first 4 that I searched, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 star notes out of 4 straps. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, the Hundies are kind of hard to save up there. That's why I go for all the ones. Yeah, but those were 7 and 4 is really good. And also found a 1963A, pretty good condition. That was in those first 4. And an older 90, what's that, 93? All right. So let's pick us a winner here. On our picker, grab something. We'll check these star notes. Maybe I'll give away a star note here for the early bird. We'll check those right after we pick our winner. Let's go to our picker. All right. Good luck, everybody. Pick a. Let's get there. 12 is our answer. Get comments. Only 16 comments, eh? Works for me. Better odds for you all. Here we go. Ron Pierce. I know that guy's here. I saw him earlier. Congrats, Ron. And you'll start us off too. 1, 2, 3, or 4 as well. Congrats to Ron. Far out. Far out, says Ron. Let me get my bot up too. Get the old Nightbot running. And active chat giveaway. Yeah, it's like everything's having trouble connecting for some reason. I heard somebody yesterday saying Google was having some issues or something. I don't know. All right, I'm going to pick another name out of, yeah, Ron, pick 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let me get this cam filtered out here. I think I got it zoomed in just a little. I was going to do, if I was messing around with the, he says 3, all right. Was messing around. I was going to stream simulcast to vertical at the same time, and then stuff started crashing, so I was like, I'm just going to hold up. All right, I'm going to pull another name from chat. Active chatters here, so be active in chat. And you're going to face off with Ron. Ron, you want top or bottom on the strap? Top, he says. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Ron's top. And when I was putting all these the same direction last night, you know, I was trying not to look at any of them myself, but, you know, I was trying to do them all face down. But I know one of these straps has a star note because it was on top of the strap when I started sorting them. All right, so Ron will be first. Facing Ron will be, what do we got here? OC Stacker, we need to make you a mod just so you're in there. There you go. OC Stacker, gonna make you blue because everybody else is blue. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. All right, we have, if you don't hear your name, James Eller, Fleabag, Ron Pierce, he's already in, VMC, Elizabeth Flood, Rick Stewart, OC Stacker, got Fervitz Finds, JC, Brian and the Twins, New Marshall, and Scrap Metal Racing. I'm going to choose Ron's opponent out of that list. So if you didn't hear your name, say something in chat. Otherwise, we're grabbing an entry. KCB's in. All right, let's grab us a winner. Perry Martin is in. Okay. And here we go. This will face off with Ron. Elizabeth Flood, claim it. And you're facing off with Ron. And we'll be guessing triples like we always do. Here. All right. Congrats to Elizabeth Flood. Take your name off. Take Ron's name off. Next two going to face off. Will be James Eller. Write these names down. James Eller here. Got 40 seconds. He's here. All right. Top or bottom, James Eller? Top or bottom? Top, he says. All right. And then you got to choose out of stack 1, 2, or 3 in front of me, right here. 1, 2, or 3, James Eller. One, 2, or 3. 2, all right.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess. What's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11, 11, it's time for progression.
1 or 2. And top or bottom of that.
The other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep on the scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change,
you get some nice boxes there.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't wanna place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated first till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak mind. Take a stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You get to choose between stack 1 and 2. And the top.
From the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. Don't wanna be fast asleep on the scheme. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
Facing OC Stacker is gonna be. Get OC's name off the list here. Right there. Alright, next. Rick Stewart. Claim your spot. With OC Stacker. Claim your spot. Rick Stewart. No, you're facing off against OC Stacker. You'll get the bottom half. Alright. Last group is gonna be. Alright, here we go. Brian and the Twins, top or bottom. bottom of the last stack. You have 45 seconds to claim it. Claim your spot. Those aren't working right now, Fleabag. I couldn't get it to work, and it kept crashing my OBS. And I didn't want to be late for the stream, so I just said F it and moved on without it. Hey, Martin Bowen. Here, bottom. You got it. Facing off with him will be. Take you off that list. New Marshall in town. Alright, that's our first 4 stacks. I've got plenty more for just getting the first 4 out of the way. I do also have some nickel rolls. We can do some pop-up mini battles. This first one's Ron. You got it, man. You got it. And we'll do our 25, 50 if we get to 50 likes. If we get there, we get there. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is. So let's do it. So I have been still busy sorting my now shrinking collection, finally getting it organized. Been finding some good stuff, so there'll be much more to offer up. You know, if you see something you like during the stream, hit me up, let me know, and I'm willing to make a deal before I auction the stuff off. So, all right, Ron, what's your guess for triples? So what we do is we'll do top and bottom half. We're gonna do winning prize will be a star note for each person that wins. So you just guess how many triples you're going to get in your 50 notes, straight triple number. We've been averaging anywhere from 0 to, I think, what's the highest we saw that one time? Hey, thanks, man. Ron says 3. Elizabeth Flood, how many triples do you think you're going to have? I think it was Fleabag on one stream had like 9 and 50 notes. I couldn't believe it. So Elizabeth Flood is going to say, ooh, she's going 5. And same goes down the list. James Eller, Otis, OC, Rick Stewart, Brian the Twins, New Marshall. Be thinking about how many triples you're going to have in your half stack. And I'll write it down. First up, Ron. Elizabeth Flood's right here. And I guess, what do we, James Eller says 4. So, chat, what do we want to do? What if we come across a, yeah, it was an unbelievable one. 3 for OC. So if someone gets a star note in their stack, Otis says 3. Are we counting that? Rick Stewart says 4. Are we going to count that for anything on anybody's stack? How many points are we going to add to that? New Marshall 2. And all we're lacking is Brian. Yeah, exactly. Caleb, you're not even in this list. I need Brian and the Twins answered. That's it. 5. All right. Yeah, we got to figure out. So if we come across star notes, wild card, what are we going to do with that? If it's a tie, I guess that will make them the win. But if they're off on their triples, I guess. All right, we'll make it up as we go. We'll see. So, Ron, you're going to be first. Let's get a little zoom action happening here. All right, there we go. Good luck, Ron. Is music too loud, too soft? Like I said, I can't hear it on my end, so I don't know. And good luck to Ron. Here we go. Scoot that down a little bit. Good luck, everybody. We're looking for, just fancy serial numbers, like crazy serial numbers. No music on your end. Let me turn it up a little bit. Maybe you can't hear it. Yep. Is that music too loud? I'll quit talking for a second. The sound levels I'm seeing is the music's almost the same or a little bit under my voice. It's good. Okay. Looking for fancy serial numbers, you know, something crazy. The last time we did this, I found a straight. So it's right here, I believe. Still, let's see. I think it's right here. I found this note on the last hunt we did. I flipped that over and couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa! 6 in a row, 5. That's crazy. Series 2013. It's been a while. So, and nobody pulled that out of circulation. It's pretty cool. Perfect, says New Marshall. All right. Yeah, if I shared my screen, you can see the sound level it's showing on the music is at 50%. And my voice is showing at 75% with some peak levels at red. So, all right. And I got a note upstairs that I found for, I'm going to give to Brown Sugar. She's awesome, so we're going to see. And we're also looking for older notes, like notes like this right here, with these gray marks. I actually pull those out because I think that's some sort of minting or a printing error, because I find a lot of these. I just got to figure out what they are, but a lot of times I find them over here on this side. I don't know if it's something like the feed or whatever, but I pull those out just because I think it's a printing error. But I've been finding a lot of double notes lately too. So, but right now we're just looking for triples. See, there's a double 1122. Looking for birthday notes, which I don't find much. Or I do find sometimes the where is it at? I do find printing errors like this. So you can see the line going across Washington's face, and then a little bit of ink here and ink on this outside. You can see what that actually is the dark ink from here, 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 and here being pressed on top of this note. So it's a back to front ink transfer. So there's that part of that O. There's your angle of your N. And there's some of the darker ink of the E. Yeah, I saw. I'm guessing correctly be tiebreaker. Yeah, that one matchup, what was it? Ron and, I got it written down, Ron and whoever he was facing, they both guessed correct. Walker magnet. So, you want to be on the lookout for those. I find it a lot. I mean, there's one right there. It's real light. You can see that. It's fairly common. Fairly common in the notes that you'll find. I don't know, lately I've been finding a lot of 2021 notes as well. And as most of you know, I collect the banknotes by series date, the Federal Reserve Bank identifier, and the block run of it. So say like on these 2021s that we got back here, or just say that's a 2021 note right there. Woohoo! Thank you, sir. So series date like 2021, I would collect the A, and then A, B, C, D, E, F, G as far as it runs out for the A's, and then I'd go to B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I try to find, you know, just for my own personal collection. That's how I collect the banknotes. So, like here's my 2021s that I got set aside. So that's how I'd collect them. So there's series 2021 AA. And then whatever nice crispy uncirculated ones, I'd keep those. Set that out of the way. So you got your AAs, and then I might have an AB in here, I'm not sure. Yeah, so there's an AB, but that's as far as I got with the A's. And then it's BA, Some have more, some have less. It just all depends on what, yeah, there's a BB, and then it goes to C. So I don't know if there's a BCE or whatnot, but that's how I collect them. And they all got to be crispy notes. So DCs, a lot of those. DD, DE. I don't even know if I got a DF. There's DF. And then it goes to A. Yeah, so DF, or no, there's DG right there, DG. So I have that all the way out through the last Fed bank, which is L. That's how I collect them. And they all got to be really good condition notes, or I just pass them up. I don't know, it's a fun way to, you know, I'm going through a lot of banknotes, so just something extra to do. But you start stepping back beyond like 2017, and it's really hard to find a nice condition note to continue that process. I probably should have been doing it a little earlier on, but I wasn't. So I'm always looking at the Fed Reserve and run number, as well as the series date, and just trying to kind of keeping it in my mind of what's what I have and don't have. And when you're searching banknotes, you also want to check the back sides of them. I've already checked all the back sides of all the notes that we're about to. I have not looked at the front. But there's a 000. There's one. You want to check the backs, because backs have printing errors as well. So, and you may miss something cool. You never know. You can flip that over and half of the print be off the note, and you wouldn't even know it if you don't look at the other side. There's a decent 2003A, so I'll check that again. I'll set that aside and check it against what I have for my 03s. And here's FCs. We already saw that. I already have one of those. There's a 2017, really good condition. One little minor, not even a fold, just kind of a ripple. So I'll toss that and check it against my my collection for the 17s. We're still looking for some more triples for Ron. Hey, 777. There's two. Got two on the board. And like I said, I know one of these stacks has a star note that starts with a B. That's all I remember. I just kind of, wow, that is a really nice condition 2003A. Look at that. Good corners, no folds. Very nice. That'll go in my collection. All right, Ron, you got two. Ron's got two. 000 777. Ron's got two. Let me write them down. And the gray nuts. Ron had two. All right, Elizabeth Flood, you're up. She said bottom. And for those of you that search, if I'm doing a good luck to you. So when I'm searching, say I'm just searching them for myself, what you want to do is, well, there's Elizabeth. So say I'm searching, let me just grab one that isn't marked. So when I search them, I like searching, a minimum of 500 if I can get it from the bank, but I'll take whatever they got. So to save time, say I'll search this entire stack, and whatever I pull out of it, say I pull out these 3 or 4 notes, well, I'll keep that whole stack separated and just put those 4 notes on top flipped. So I know there's 4 notes there, and I'll do all my whole stacks. So now I know I only have to replace 4 notes to make this 100 again. It keeps you from counting the money over and over and over and over. So you never have to count the same stack over. I got 4 notes I pulled out of it. I set those opposite of whatever the top is. So say the top was face up like that, I just set those on it like that. Set it over here and go through the whole thing, and you only have to replace 4, and you know it's 100. Never have to recount them. And you can do the same thing when you're searching rolls. have you a little pile of extra coins, so when you pop open, boom, you pop open this roll, you look through all of them, whatever you took out, that's all you got to replace, boom, roll it back up. You don't have to recount the money. The money's already been counted once. Replace what you took out. Some people like it that way. I mean, some people don't even have to re-roll their coins. I have to re-roll everything of mine, which takes some time, so I'm always looking for the fastest way to put it back. And I'll show you another trick I use with nickels. Nickels, I can do, if I got a whole pile of them, I weigh them. And when you weigh them out, I already know, and then I can put them in little piles, and I know how many rolls I have right there. Instead of counting them, I just weigh it up. And it works out perfect. Never have to count them. Alright, Elizabeth Flood, here you go. I stopped counting them. Tell her just replace the strap and count them anyway. Well, I did that one time, Walker. I went back to the bank one time, and I had all the bills, and I put them in a big couple of Ziploc bags, and I just squished them into it like a brick. I just pressed them into a brick, and took them up there, and she's like, we'd appreciate it if they were strapped. And I'm like, you're running them through a counter anyway. I never understood her logic, but I just went ahead and go, you know what? I'm just going to keep them happy. So I don't want to make them mad, and then they stop getting me, you know, the stuff I want. So, all right, here we go. This is Elizabeth Flood. See if she can get close to her number, hit it or not. Some people collect these. You know, it's got to be way more severe than this. You can see how this digit is slightly located higher. I don't collect these unless there's at least like halfway. This digit's about halfway moved up in that direction. So, yeah, I mean, Walker, I take them in and they go like this. They take all the money and they go, and they stack it in that little counter, and it spits it all out for them. So I don't understand why, hey Williamie, why they complained about it. But, or maybe it was just that one lady, because I haven't seen her since that time. So there you go, triple threes. There's one. You also want to be on the lookout for heavier ink stamps. You know, you compare the left and right hand side. You know, you can obviously see that 8's upturned a little bit, and you got a little heavier ink. So you're looking for printing errors or inking errors as well. You know, compare the two. See how the 5 on the left is heavier than that. Some people collect them like that. I don't. It's all for what you want or what you collect. DC. So here's one with a lot of that back to front ink errors. I usually don't collect these unless they have that stripe going across his face, and then I'll pull them out. But, you know, that's a nice AA note, 2021. FC, I have those. There's an 09. And for the people that like bonus points and you can use your eyes real fast, well, what I also do is I scan both numbers real quick. I look at that one to make sure they match. There have been instances where they don't. So when I'm looking, so when I look at a banknote, I go, bam, my eyes go here, my eyes go here, my eyes go here. And then they scan the whole perimeter of the note, looking for evenness and overall conditions, look at the corners. And then I'm looking at positioning of, this is called the overprint. You got your the seals, or not seals there. That's your overprint. So this is printed after the first bill on Elizabeth Flood stack was a 666. Oh, it was not. There's 3 6s, but they're not in a row. That was the first note. 3, so they got to be straight across. So you want to look for misplacement. So this right serial number, I draw an imaginary line from here, and I kind of just draw it straight across. And if that infringes over that imaginary line, I'll pull them out. If this is infringing over here on this print, I'll pull it out. If this is outside of the word one, if it's not within this little imaginary box, I pull it out. 8543345 That would be a radar. What, did I miss one? Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So you're also looking at the heavy ink here. You want to make sure the D is the fourth. You want to make sure D and 4 all match up. And those are all in place. Yeah, that is 8543345 I wish that was a D. That this D matched that D. Oop, focus. If this D matched focus, there we go. If I like it when the D is also on this end. They sell for a lot more money if it matches all the way across. I wish it was in a little bit better condition too. A lot of wish in there, huh? As you can see how it's all faded out here from the folds. Another fold there, another fold there. It wouldn't sell for much just due to the condition. So I've run into a lot of collectors that they want, it's kind of like coin collectors. They want the most pristine note that they can find or that they can get at the same time. So that's a nice condition BA. I think I already have some of those though. 2021. I find radar notes more than I find a birthday note. So there's one with some more of those gray that you can't even see them. It's not even showing up on the thing. There's gray lines going like this across there and gray lines going here, but it doesn't show up on the camera. It's weird. Yeah, they're real light. They're going diagonal across the note right there. That's funny. You can kind of see I'm real light right there. Wow. I don't collect them, so I don't know, JC. So I mean, I don't even know. Do they have to? How do people collect those? Is it what 000 in the front, and then it has to be the 5-digit on the back end? I don't know. It's just something somebody made up to uh, add collectability to some notes, I guess. Got me. LGs. And then if this letter gets really high, once you get past, I would say past Q, maybe. I think they get harder to find. I got a lot of like ones with the one I have, the furthest one I have one that has a Y right here. So it has to have 000s first. Well, I've got a bunch of 000 notes. So I guess we'll have to look at those one day and see. I mean, I don't even know. I guess you have to pull up some sort of database with all the zip codes in it too. And then aren't there some zip codes that start with a 0? So that would be 3 and then the four zeros straight start. That'd be interesting. Elizabeth Flood, we've only found one so far. So there's one. There's a heavy ink print 8 compared to that. And you're just looking for overall a nice crisp printed note for your collection. I mean, you'll tell 556655 LV. I mean, there's a V note. I'll put that in my collection. Maybe sell them all later. I like selling the stuff. I like selling stuff in lots instead of singles. Just so GB. Nice 2017. We'll check that later. FG. Real dark ink there. Someone wrote on that one. 9812. I don't think we're going to hit that 5, Elizabeth, unless it gets crazy here at the end. EB. I find a lot of F and K notes here. F being, my Federal Reserve Bank area, and K being Texas. So, been finding a lot of J's lately too, J's and L's. Couple ones, GC, pretty good. And HB 2009. All right, Elizabeth, you had one. Ron had. Notebook. Oh, Ron was closer. Ron guessed 2. He had 3, so Ron will be the winner. Congrats, Ron. James Eller calls out 4. Otis calls out 3. James Eller wants the top. Then I know you're not supposed to mark up currency, but I will, it's kind of OCD, I guess, but I will mark every single one of these banknotes to ensure I don't get them back. And when I mark them all, that's why I stopped searching banknotes for a while. It took like a month off because I'd hit every single bank in my town and I started getting returned banknotes. So I just let all that kind of filter its way through circulation, and now I'm getting them that they don't have anything. All right, James Eller, top. He wants the top 50. Here you go. Go. All right, good luck to you, sir. We are looking for, you called out 4. Don't know, 4's kind of high, it seems. With a 2 and a 1. And Otis, these will be yours. Good luck, James Eller. Here we go. And then we had 25 likes yet. I haven't popped over to the YouTube side. 0. Oh, 29. Okay, yeah. We'll get a little likes going as well. And then let's see here. 25 likes. If your birthday happens to be Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, or Sagittarius, you can have one of these. Or I'll offer up the COVID 100% antimicrobial copper COVID round, or you could choose a round donated by Mr. Ron Pierce. Thank you very much. The Morgan. So that'll be the winner's choice of those. Yeah, let's go ahead and start something here. We'll get Ron Pierce. Give me a keyword that we're going to use. We'll use a keyword. Back. There we go, keyword. And whatever keyword Ron Pierce uses, that will be the keyword for the giveaway. Once he gives it to me, I will put it in, and we'll start collecting names. Copper, he says. Copper. You heard the man. Copper is the keyword. Collecting names now. Oops. Next. There we go. Brian and the Twins is in. There we go. Collected names. All right, James Eller. Let's get you taken care of here. Good luck, sir. See what we can do. Triple star notes be nice. And then when we check these star notes later, I'll just divvy them up to all the winners. So I got it stacked up here to check. Last couple, several bill hunts have been pretty productive on the star notes. Was kind of impressed. There's a nice GE. I'll check that. Triple ones. There's one. Woodsy. It arrived. Yes. Doing your first live stream in 4 hours. A part of it would be a mail call. Yes, sir. I'll be attending. Awesome, man. I'm glad it arrived. Man, that took more than 2 weeks, though. Or 12 days, or whatever they said, how long it usually takes. It took longer than that. Wow. I mailed that how long ago? Chom chom. That was mailed a long time ago. There we go. We're looking for the triples. We got a 77.99. Nope. Don't need it. And it'll be your choice of these four leftover horoscope symbols or the other ones. The last 4 I have of those. All the rest have been given out. 000. There's 2. DF. I think I have some of those. See, there's like a heavier ink 6. Or heavy ink 8. Heavy ink on both sides, actually. On that one. More doubles. Maybe I should make the guess doubles and doubles. My goodness. There's a 555. That's 3. And your guess was 4. 086, 080, 087. Kind of weird looking. 77. Nope. 8800s. There's a 99. Toss that to the side for my 90s collection. See if I need it. I'm not as finicky on the bills that go back that long with that far. 99s, I'm not going to find a lot of nice 99s in circulation. So, set down. It's slightly higher up that way. Woodsy. First stream coming up. Love it. Gotta make sure I'm subscribed. I didn't even know. Let me see here. Check out the channel. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to Woodsy's channel. Go to channel. Hold up. Let's see here. There. I'm subscribed. How many subscribers you got? 86 already. Alright, so here's Woodsy's link. Everybody wants to go check him out. Thanks, Woodsy. Blockus in the house. Keywords copper there. Blockus. D for Lisa D. I got a couple of those set aside for her. There's a heavier ink. Kind of lift 2013. There's another heavy ink 8. These heavy ink notes, I mostly find it on the second and third digit. I don't know why. That's where they are mostly seen. Not whoppers. 909 19020. Alright, James Eller, you got 3 out of the 4 you guessed. 555 000 and a 111. Mark them down for 3. And Otis. Otis says 3. Let's pick us a winner on the here's Woodsy's channel. Alright. Good luck, everybody. Let's go to live chat. 18 entries. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dalvin Purcell. I think it's the first time you've won on my channel. 949. What is happening? Let me make you blue there. Good to see you. Dalvin Purcell. I don't think I have ever sent you anything. I'm looking up the chat and I don't even see your name. How long ago did you... Here? It is! Alright! There you are. I see your name right there. Make you blue. I didn't see you sneak in there. There you go. Congrats! Send me, hit exclamation point email. And that'll give you my information. Send me your, yeah, no kidding. Awesome. Thanks for joining the stream. I'm glad to see you here. Thanks, Vinny. Like I said, the bot isn't working. I don't even know if it'll put up my email address or not. Because they weren't, or Nightbot's part of the stream, so it should. Nightbot should get it. You doing alright today, 949? Thanks for joining us. We're doing a little just Saturday kind of hangout thing. It was kind of impromptu. I just found out the person that kind of normally occupies this spot was got the email. All right, cool. Yeah, congrats. And do any of these rounds interest you as far as a birth date? I've got Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, or Sagittarius. Or you can select the kind of burnished, finished, uncirculated Morgan round, or the kind of proof-like finish COVID-19 antimicrobial copper round. Yeah, you want that one? No problemo. I got some of those already bagged up. It'll come in a little plastic sealed bag that I'll have, but yeah, let me write you down for that. You got it. Nightbot. Hey, Nightbot. Dalvin. And congrats. Thanks for being a part of it. Oh, it's awesome when someone new wins. That's cool. And I'll hook you up with, since your first time here, you'll get these as well. Coming with it. There's one of my stickers. Thank you, sir. May I have another? And then my other channel sticker. Both of these will come in your package. Congrats. 25 likes. Morgan Copper. And thank you again, Ron Pierce, for donating the Morgan rounds to my channel. Much appreciated, sir. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Let me put bot back on. So for those new here, I just continuously have the Nightbot running in the background, collecting names as far as who's generally chatting and, you know, just participating in chat. And then that way, just anytime I feel like it, I can do a quick impromptu giveaway to anybody live in chat. So the parameters on it, be active every 5 minutes, chatting. So as you see right here, I can set it. You know, so right now I'm going to set it to active chat, open to everybody. Every 5 minutes, it'll take a count. And then down here, you can make it, you know, luck. This is how you can kind of cheat it, but I don't. You can do, you know, increase the odds for people, but I don't do that. It's just everybody gets the same odds. Then done. And so now it'll continually just collect names in the background. So if I just kind of pop over here and say you and you're going to do a mini battle right now. So I may do that, something like that right after these notes. Who knows? So it kind of rewards the people for hanging out. There's Otis bottom half. Looking for triples. Otis. Are you ready? Otis. And I wish my other chat was working. That really stinks, man. That's like part of the fun of the stream. So, because over here on the left side that you see where it says connecting, that usually has a different type of chat window that I've got integrated with the stream. So if you posted a message in the regular chat that contained a GIF image, an animated picture, it would actually post that image over here. And I was having a lot of difficulty earlier trying to get that fired up. Yep, no ringing here. No, it doesn't block. It's not a skill issue. Trust me, I've worked many, many long nights to make sure that it's a connection issue somehow. streamer bot does not want to connect to my OBS, and it's happened before. Yeah, it still doesn't want to connect to it. But it's connected to YouTube and everything else. So let's see. See if it gives everybody points. And I don't even know if it'll let you do it. It's not connected to YouTube, so I don't even think it can redeem anything. I mean, it's not connected to my broadcast software. See? So that doesn't work. So it'll give you all the points in the world you want. Hey, but the chat's working over there. I see it. Hold on. Chat's working, so let's see if this works. That'd be cool if that part came up at least. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see. I'll try something. So copied. Let's do this. Paste it. We'll see if it works. Hey, there we go. It works. So that part works. We just don't have the redeems working, but we have that part working. Cool. All right. So now you can do that. You guys can put that. And the dad joke's working. But the animated things on my stream don't work. Okay, but that's cool. All right, so yeah, so now you guys, you can, yeah, it's something. There you go. Cool. So that part works. The chat overlay works. All right. That works for me. Make it a little bit bigger then. Go like that. Put the chat lay. There we go. And put that over the cam 2 on top. There we go. Let's try that. Cool. That part works. Hey, I'll take it. There we go, Otis. So the dad joke part's working. Sweet. And then, where do rabbits go after they get married? On a bunny moon. Oh, oh my goodness. That's crazy. The, yeah, Dalvin, those, see the little exclamation point things you see over here? Those usually would have a pop-up right here that you could command. It would, screen's gonna go black real quick. But you would be able to see these. So I would go, so you guys would be able to control this stuff and make those pop on and off the screen. But that command part is not working. So that's what the BAM is. That's what this one is.
Get out of here.
And then this one. But the link between the two is not working. So that's... Then we have this one. I got this one. And then these would all pop in over the main stream. But too bad they aren't working. We got the cliffhanger from Price is Right.
The audience singing along now.
We got Goonies. And of course, you know, you got Who's the Baddest? Shogun of Harlem. And we got our winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I remember the night we were working on that, Ron, trying to make it work.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
It was hard enough just to program all this stuff in to make it work, and then when it doesn't, then we have Mr. Hanky. And I'm always trying to add more to it. There's the Gopher.
Funny
We
how
got Goodfellas.
I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh.
Do I amuse you? We got Fat Albert.
Who wants to play?
Yeah, they don't work, New Marshall. The two programs aren't talking to each other for some reason. So I will promise to make that, fix that for whatever it is. But the right side chat's working, so grab you some animated GIF images. Have fun with it. Tasteful only, please. Don't, nothing lewd, vulgar. You know, happy stuff. Funny stuff. You know, you guys know. Like this one here. Will Ferrell's always a nice one to put in there. There you go. Alright, Otis, sorry to keep you waiting there, bud. Let's get Otis some triples. Let's get him some triples or a star note. Like I said earlier, I know one of these has a star note in it. I saw it when I was stacking them all up. So, hopefully it pops up somebody's here. That's got cigarette burns or something on it. Broken ladder notes, you know, I call them unique digit. No, well, broken ladder, they'd have to be 0 through 7, 8. For the unique digit notes, they could be broken a little bit. This one kind of goes up and down. And then 202, 302, 1967, nope. Yeah, I'm not very lucky with the birthday note thing. I don't find them very often. I do not find them. I do find sometimes, they call them tombstone notes that'll have a date and a date, or a year and a year on them. 26995 LD note. May save that for somebody that likes to come to the stream every now and then. She's been getting into collecting banknotes. Butter me up. Butter me up. Otis, not looking too good here, friend. BC. Not looking good. Got about 10 more or so. We'll see here. Exit for right. Inverse. And I think the more and more people that get into the currency thing, like really good, see, double, double, double. Really good finds as far as fancy serial numbers and different sequences. Man, I can't tell you last time I found something good except for that 6 5s. That was a 0, Otis. I mean, that's the last good one I found right there. 0 for Otis. James Eller, you're the winner, man. You are the winner. All right, so this is gonna be open to everybody here. I'm gonna do a quick jump to live chat, pulling a name, pulling 2 names, and let me do options here. We're gonna copy the eligible entries. Copied. And we're going to do a wheel. Wheel of names, of course. And delete that. Alright, first, let's do here. William E. Is your name on there? Why is your name not on there, William E? Did you just get here, William E? Alright, if you don't hear your name, let me know. JC likes Pam, Fleabag, Forget Me Bot, you can't play. You're out. Ron Pierce, Rick Stewart, Block Blockus, Jimmy Lacari, Elizabeth Flood, KCB, Richard Metcalf, 949, Brian and the Twins. We got, pull that out of there. VMC, Crafty, Otis, John Chum, James Eller. I see William E. Dalvin. Alright. Let's see, why are these people not in here? William E. There you are, Dagger. Dalvin, there's your name. Why did it give me all those names before? Copy entries. Alright. Paste them all. There we go. There's everybody's names. Alright, there we go. Crafty, give me how many shuffles? And then first 2 names is doing a nickel mini battle right now. Oy. Crafty will give me the shuffles. Fuck this box. Don't see your name on that list, let me know now. OC Stacker, you are there, right? There. is your name. Ooh, these look like they got some old ones in there. Four shuffles it is. Here we go. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spin. JC likes Pam. Against Woodsy. Just like that. JC likes Pam and Woodsy. Zoom this out a little bit. Nice. Oh, yeah. All right, we're gonna call this row 1 right here. JC likes Pam. Here's row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. Which row do you want to start on? And that's where I'll grab the 2 rolls from. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be JC likes Pam. That'll be Woodsy. Good luck. Winner of this gets a star note. Just like that. JC likes Pam. Here you go. Let's get you rolling. Cutting implement. And this is how I do it. I just go like this. Take a blade and I go cut the top. Then take my special instrument. Push them out of the bottom. And I could re-roll it right in that tube. Because the bank's been getting stingy with giving me all the wraps for boxes. And the price went up on the rolls, and I was like, because I used to be able to get 1,000 rolls for like $3, and they went up, you know, when all the COVID stuff and all the everything in the world happened, and they want $20-something for the same pack I used to buy for $3. I'm like, nope, ain't happening. All right, JC likes Pam. So we're looking for 30s, 40s, 50s, V-nickels, key date stuff, and that'll score you a point. Obvious die chips, anything in question, we throw to chat. The chat is the judge and jury. So good luck. Most of my die chips I've been finding have been 20, 20, the 21, 22, and 23, 24. Are prone to having die chips on the left side of the building and the dome area of the oh, that's like way too bright. You guys can't even see the pointage. Let me kill one of these lights here and see what happens. Nope, not that one. That helps slightly. Kind of. Still blurry. That's better. Back out some. Well, you guys can at least see what I'm doing. Yes, they are, Jimmy. Chat will decide. I mean, most of the time the chips and everything are pretty obvious. Let me angle a different light over here. So, and as I've said before, like, so when I'm searching coins right here, I got one angle of light coming this way, and I've got 2 angles coming from the front down on me. So you'll see me take the coin and kind of roll it real fast in my hand, and I can pick up die chips with my eye just by which way the light's bouncing off of them. It's kind of a quick way to discern them. You know, you'll just see me kind of do that. And I'm looking at the dome side of the building. I'm looking for feed finger lines or anything like obvious, like strike through grease errors on them. It's just kind of a technique I've adopted, and it seems to work fairly well. So here's one. I have a question. It might have a die chip up at the top of the dome, so I'll set that to the side, and then we'll look at it here at the end. You know, anything really obvious. That one might have one too. Wow, that's a blinger there, 2022D. Nice and shiny, except for the big gouge on the chin. That's a nice planchet. That last box we had was horrible for 40s and 50s. We did not find much of anything. The box of quarters I did earlier today did produce a W. The second roll had a W quarter in it. And I got a lot of rechecks for errors. So when I'm searching really fast, I'll just push coins that I need to recheck, so I'm not actually having to stop what I'm doing, and I'll check all of the coins for errors at one time. It just seems, for me, it's more efficient. I mean, other people got their ways of doing it. I'm just looking for efficiency because I search a lot of coins. Well, I used to search a lot of coins. Now I've slowed down. But typical used to be, I don't know, 2,000 in quarters a week, plus a couple boxes of nickels. Now I've just got it down to 2 boxes of quarters a week. So, alright. So what I'll do is I'll check these two, and we'll pop the, let me get the, I think I have the other cam set up here. Let's see. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Zoom cam. Or did it turn off? Uh-oh. My zoom cam turned off. There it is. Alright. Okay. So, we'll do our zoomer up here and take a look. Let's see. Barbados. So we're going to look at the, like, top area of the dome. Just kind of see what we got here. If it wants to cooperate, I doubt it. Dang it. We're just going to have to go by my eye. Sorry, folks. Yes, it does have one. Right here. Sorry, zoom cam, you're out of here. So we got a chip right. Oh, yeah, you can see it better right there, right there. There's 1 point. And then we have, I thought I saw one up here, which I do not. That's a scratch. All right, you got 1 point. 1 point. That could be beatable. We'll see, Woodsy. I got faith in Woodsy. Block, Blockus. Been terrorizing the streets lately, Block, on the old skateboard. Hey, Richard Metcalf. Hi, Richard Metcalf. Sorry I didn't see you. Woodsy. Here you go, buddy. Good luck to you. $19.70. A lot of the 80s I find are really like weak strikes. No, no sharp details. So if you ever find one of those, there may be a chip on that one. Uh-oh. 22D dark one. Chat will have to decide on that one. I've been finding a lot of 23Ds that are annealing errors, really dark planchets. We kind of like that, but that's 2013. And the winner of this will have a choice of 2017A, 2017, 2013. I might have some 09s, I don't know. Star Note. There's a nice looking one there. 23D. Actually a nice planchet. They're usually cooked. 63. Nope. See, there's a 23D, a little darker. We'll take a look at that. 22. So here's a die chip on the sidewall right there. Right here, I think the beginning of one. Just kind of look right there. You can see it starting. It's an early. There it is. So there's one. That's 1 to 1. We still have these two up top here to check in a minute. Unless we find something here, and then Woodsy will be the winner. Let's see here what we got. Kind of looking at the rib of this dome. Nah, I don't think that's enough. Nah, yards and a half. 99. And it's been raining here every single afternoon, like torrential downpouring rain. It's rained like that all week. Earlier this week, I got hit with a really, really bad storm that took out 15 trees in my backyard. And then the trees fell like dominoes from the back of the yard to the front of the backyard. Fell on 2 of my little pop-up sheds and 2 cars. Wiped it all out. Terrible. All happened in like 15 minutes. I just saw the rain coming down. I heard the wind blowing. I looked outside, heard crack, crack, boom. And it looked like a big pathway was cut through the woods in the backyard. Unbelievable. Yeah, you talk about some crazy stuff happening here. So here's let's compare this to one that isn't. And they're both dark. They both look dark. Alright, so here's a 21. Yeah, that 23D is not dark enough to count, but this 22 might be. We calling that an annealing error or not? The difference in the color? Yeah, they're bad. Real bad. What do you guys think? This darker one, is that an annealing error? Yeah, I think so too. Alright, Woodsy, you won that one. The Woodsy pop-up battle. Congrats, let me write you down. Do you have any preference there, Woodsy, on a date for a star note? 2013, 2017, or 2017A star note? You tell me the date, the mini battle. Yeah, it's thundering right now. I can hear it rumbling. You tell me the date star note you like, Woodsy, and we'll pencil you in for that. KJ in Ohio. And same for Ron Pierce. You got the win. James Eller, you got the win. So be thinking of what year star note you want. 2017, 17A, or 2013. And we're going to move on to OC Stacker and Rick Stewart. So 13 star note for you. You got it. Did I send those to you? The 17 and 17A? I don't remember. I wrote it. I got it in my spreadsheet. All right, so you get the 13 star. No problemos. We have here. Put this one out. Yeah. 2013 for Eller. You got it. Yeah, where I had so much crap stacked up, I found this box on a shelf that has all my older notes in them. 93, 99, 01. He's got my nicer older notes in it. I think it's got some there's some 74s and 77s in it. I went, wow, I've been looking for that. Yeah, I found it. So that's a good thing about cleaning up all your mess. Yeah, really cool. So I'm trying to get reorganized. My goodness. And then my other method of kind of keeping track of stuff is just I got a box with little folders in them that I make to try to keep it organized. So this would be like these are. Goodness. So these are checked star notes. So here's 2013, some sorted star notes, 2013. What I got here? 888 notes, BK notes, 5 of a kind notes, 2017 A notes. So James Eller said 2013. So I can just reach right in there. Might do something a little better condition. They're all not gonna be super great. They were all found and searched. So there you go, James Eller. That'll be yours. For you. Woodsy wants a 13. I'll just find something kind of half good here. A little better. I mean, they are what they are. You find them, There you go, Woodsy. That's kind of a decent one. So you get that one to Woodsy, a G. And then Ron, did Ron Pierce say which one he wanted? What day? No? Or what year? So that's one attempt at my organization. Organize and kind of keep it halfway accessible. So there's my 2017 A notes that, like my 2021s with the different Fed reserves and block numbers. Dang, here's a cool number. 30770002. All right, you got it, buddy. Up next, Brian in the OC Stacker, Rick Stewart. OC Stacker, Rick Stewart. OC Stacker took the top. There we go. OC Stacker top. There we go. OC Stacker top. That's only part of it, man. It kind of morphed. I don't know. It started out as I wanted to just collect some state quarters, get a couple of sets made for grandkids and whatnot, and then it kind of snowballed after that because this one bank was really, really willing to help me out. Just get me bank boxes, and it was for a long time there was no limit to how many boxes I could buy at one time. They would just. And so I went there one time, and I think it was, I picked up like 7 boxes of Lincoln cents, and quarters and nickels and half dollars. I mean, it's just boxes and boxes. The next week I go in, it was like cut off totally. That's when the quote unquote shortage happened. I was like, you have to be kidding me. I was just in here last week and ordered like 20 boxes, and now you can't get me a single box. And it was like immediate cutoff. So I worked out a deal with another bank that if I turned in a box, I could get a box. And it was like that for like 2 years. My goodness. It was painful. And I could only get 1 box at a time, and I had to go to like 3 different banks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. OC Stacker says top. These are yours. Good luck. And you called out 3 is your triple count. And Rick Stewart called out 4. There it is. Here we go. Good luck. Looking for triple digits. Winner gets a choice of star note. Let's see what we got here. Looks like these are some older notes. I can always tell when I pick up banknotes after the lunch lady brought them all in from the schools. Like they're all just beat up. I usually save these notes. That's my initials, but that one is really, really worn out, so I don't on that. LE, that's a pretty decent. I'll compare that to my 2017s. And the note collecting started out as just a way to kind of save money. There's a triple, there's one. So I would just take anything. At first, I was just taking anything with a double digit. I just put those in a pile, and then it had to be doubles and doubles, and I put that in another pile, and then the box kept filling up. So I was like, okay, I got to trim this down somehow. So I went to Harbor Freight and actually bought a bunch of toolboxes and stuff with all just $1 bills. I walked in, paid for them. They're kind of looking at me like, huh? I said, yeah. I said, business has been pretty good lately. There's an old 99. We'll take a look at that later in my collection. So we got one triple so far. Triple five. Still looking for something good. Yeah, so now I'll keep doubles if it's got 3 doubles on the note and it's a decent note. I'll hold on to those for now. But like a double, I won't. Triple doubles, yeah. I think it was Furvid's Finds was saying it was like only a 1 in like 111 chance or odds that you would have a double, and a double on an 8-digit serial number. I thought the odds would be a little bit higher against it, but I guess not. The Extreme Hunter. That's me. I'm actually wearing that blue shirt right now. AI created that after several attempts. Thought it was pretty cool. I'd never used AI until that point when I made that little image there. Why is that? Is it faded? I got faded out here. Hold on. What's going on with my overlay? Why is it faded? I think I got a fade filter or something on it. Ah, there we go. I had a fade filter. Bump that up. Look kind of faded out. There we go. I was like, what's going on here? There, that's better. Now you can see it. Why did you make the muscle so small? I love you, Block. I have a pretty big guy, but my muscles don't look like that. Maybe back when I was a little bit younger and they didn't fade away some when I was working about powerlifting, but yeah, no, they're not that big. I had to get fuel straps. They're not that big. They were never that big. They were big, but now there's a 888. They weren't like that though. But it's got a kind of good likeness to me. I'll have to do the maybe my 500 sub stream will be the face reveal, and we'll just stream that way from here on out. There's a couple of you know what I look like if you've been backstage or hung out with me online on other avenues. I'll do a lot of during the week. Sometimes I'll do some unlisted or private streams to test out stuff. Only in the fridge, Ron. No, I don't even drink beer. Yeah, I kind of questioned what he was doing there too, Block. It was like, geez. There's a 555. That's 3. How many did you guess? Uh-oh, can't get any more. You got about 4 more notes, and you'll nail it. And I'm taking a peek. You got it. You nailed it. 3. Good job. OC Stacker with 3. Whoa, what happened? My camera just die? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're doing a camera swap real fast. bear with me. My one phone just died. I don't know why. It must not have been plugged in or something. Let's see here. Give me 1 sec. We're switching to camera 2. Option 2. That's why you always have another option just for this occasion. And let's go like this. Closing that one down. M2. Right here on. There we go. Oh, I lost my chat too now. There we go. Chat's back up. There, that was a quick fix. How about that? We're gonna rotate like that. Exactly. Plan B. Boom. No, I mean that's why you have it. All I gotta do is readjust the properties to it here and get rid of the filters on it to make it larger. So we're gonna make it wider. We're gonna move it. That's what you gotta do. Wide, move. These are all like little adjustments you could do in OBS. I could filter out like everything outside and make it only concentrate on certain parts of the there we go. Make it a little height adjustment. That. And we're at zoom 100. Close. Now. Pan this out. It. That. Cool. Voila, fixed. We fixed it. Well, good enough quick fix.